Have you ever found yourself stuck in a rut feeling content but not progressing? If so, you may be caught in the grips of complacency. Let's take a moment to unpack this notion of complacency. Imagine it as a silent, almost invisible trap, waiting patiently to ensnare the unsuspecting. It's a state of being that springs from a place of comfort, often compounded by a fear of change. It's when we stop striving, stop challenging ourselves, and begin to coast along in life. Complacency can manifest in a multitude of ways, some more subtle than others. It could be a persistent lack of motivation, an unyielding resistance to new ideas, or a stagnation in performance. It's the proverbial hamster wheel, where you're running but getting nowhere. In the professional realm, complacency can be particularly detrimental. It's a silent growth inhibitor, where innovation is stifled and new ideas are suffocated before they can even take root. Complacency, in its essence, is a comfort zone where growth is stunted and innovation is stifled. But how does complacency affect us as individuals and ripple outwards to impact organizations? Let's start with the individual. When we allow complacency to set in, it's like we're saying no to personal growth. We miss out on opportunities to learn, to challenge ourselves, and ultimately, to feel fulfilled. Our skills and abilities may even begin to diminish over time, like a muscle that isn't being used. But the ripple doesn't stop there. When complacency seeps into an organization, the effects can be far-reaching and damaging. Productivity can take a hit as people become less motivated to put in their best work. Innovation stalls because, well, why bother trying something new when the old ways have been good enough? And with decreased productivity and innovation comes potential financial loss. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? When complacency takes hold, it not only stunts individual growth, but can also lead to the downfall of entire organizations. So, how do we break free from the shackles of complacency and reignite the spark of growth and progression? Well, there are several strategies that can be employed to combat complacency. Let's dive into them, shall we? Firstly, setting clear and challenging goals is crucial. Imagine an athlete training without a specific goal in mind. It's like running in a race without a finish line. Without a clear target, complacency can easily creep in. Instead, if the athlete sets a challenging goal, say to shave off 10 seconds from her personal best, it fuels her drive to push beyond her comfort zone. Secondly, fostering a growth mindset can tremendously help in overcoming complacency. Carol Dweck, a renowned psychologist, coined the term growth mindset. It's the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset thrives on challenge and sees failure not as evidence of unintelligence, but as a springboard for growth and stretching our existing abilities. Embracing change is another powerful antidote to complacency. Change is often daunting because it thrusts us into the unknown. But remember, change is the only constant in life. Once we accept and embrace change, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and growth opportunities. Seeking feedback is also a great way to break free from complacency. It's like having a mirror held up to us, reflecting our strengths and areas for improvement. Constructive feedback can be instrumental in driving us to improve and evolve. Lastly, continuous learning is the key to ward off complacency. The world is changing at a rapid pace. New innovations and ideas are sprouting up every day. To keep up, we must commit ourselves to lifelong learning. It could be as simple as reading a book, attending a webinar, or even learning a new language. Overcoming complacency requires conscious effort and a willingness to step out of the comfort zone, but the results are well worth the effort. After all, progress happens outside of the comfort zone,